Hey guys, Lemewinks here, and I'm here to show you just how we did our bear run and hopefully give you guys some pointers. As you notice, as we start off, we always kill the right one first because it spawns first and is easy to kill. One thing to note is most of the time I let Rain take care of all the AoE because his AoE damage is more than capable of killing all the ads, and it's just better for me to just put as much damage out as possible on the individual ads. Important to mount up and run as quickly as possible to save time. This first part of the gauntlet here, we make sure to pull two groups and always get on the Windwalker first, interrupting its chain heal when possible. Then get on the second Windwalker and kill it, and kind of just cleave down the rest of the ads. Qberx does a wonderful job at doing that. Here we pull the next Windwalker just by itself because behind us we're going to get two ads right there as we AoE them all down. On this next pull, I go ahead and actually hex the Windwalker so that we can pull the Tempest and stop the birds and ads from spawning. Then we blow up the Tempest, cleaving whatever ads are left down until we decide to go ahead and pull the Windwalker over and kill it. One thing to note, you'll kind of notice Lilred ran up to the top of the steps first. It's really important that your healer finds time to drink whenever possible without slowing down the rest of the group. Here on the first boss, I pop all my cooldowns. I pop Fire Elemental, I pop Heroism. We can kill that bird in like a couple seconds, and we're just absolutely nuking the living snot out of the boss here. There's a second bird on Q. It dies, we kill it. Here comes the rainstorm. We group up and continue DPS as hard as possible, and then we kill the boss. And it's also really important to note we do not go and try and free the prisoner right now. We don't have time. We immediately mount up. We run down. If you're fast enough, you'll notice that the group is heading away. We actually run around that group and skip it. And as you run up here, those three ads that spawn on the left, we kind of run past them and kind of hide in this corner. So as not to aggro that other pat, and we nuke down these three. With the Xzodus taking the top priority as they stun. After we kill the three ads, we pull the two bears. You may see Rain trap the bear. It's really not necessary. We actually go ahead and break it and cleave him down. The reason he's doing that is to proc lock and load procs. Trash doesn't really need to be CC'd. On this next pact, however, you will notice we do CC because there's a Medicine Man. Medicine Man like throw down totems that make them all go immune. So we do want it CC'd, and I go ahead and CC the Axe Breaker here too to prevent, or Axe Thrower to prevent stuns as we kill these two ads real quick. Another thing to point out is that this is some of our earlier runs, and we are currently all flashed and ready to go. It took us quite a few attempts to actually get this down. After we kill those pack, we run up here. We immediately pull. If you'll notice, a lot of the times I don't wait for XZ or tank to pull aggro. I start DPSing immediately. I have faith that he'll the mob off me before it gets to me. As you're killing these mobs, remember to always kill the bears that spawn first, because they do a crunch armor that destroys tanks. And again, lots of cleave damage. Blow up these ads as quickly as possible. This is a tricky pull. I always hex the Medicine Man and let Rain trap the other one. Here we didn't do so well, and I actually got a lucky thunderstorm and was able to knock the Medicine back into Ray's trap, which was kind of game-breaking. If we didn't get that Medicine Man trapped, it could have been really dangerous. This pull, in particular, does a lot of damage to tank, and I'm pretty sure Lilred was forced to use Guardian Spirit on XZ to keep him alive. And a couple of times you'll notice I'll actually go ahead and throw some lesser healing waves or healing surges on XZ to help out with the healing, because there's a lot of damage going out. Here we pull the boss. Boss mechanics are pretty straightforward. He charges you, you move forward. We just kill him pretty quickly. We don't have heroism up for this one because it's still on cooldown. So I'll go ahead and I'm sure you all know the basic mechanics of this fight, but so I'll go ahead and explain what we do next. We actually kind of skip a bunch of trash on the way to Dragonhawk. Then this is where we make up most of the time that makes it possible for us to get the bear mount. We initially tried clearing all the trash, and we missed the timer by a good 15 seconds, 20 seconds every time, even when we did everything right. And I mean, a part of that can be blamed on my DPS. I know I'm not doing the greatest of DPS. I'm kind of wearing resto gear and going Ele, and Ele's not even that great at DPS. But what we do is we go ahead and kill the, first pack here. I always hex the left, and we trap the right and kill that first Archon guy. After the Archon guys, one of the things we did was make sure to call out what ad we're going to be killing next, like which CC we're going to be breaking next, so that there's no confusion or breaking of ads. Pulling 2 ads at once is a pretty big setback if done improperly. Okay, so here's the tricky part. What we did was we had Xe run in first, with Rain in between us and me in the back. And what I did was I stopped halfway here and purposefully aggroed them all, and I died right here next to this tree. The whole point of this is to get Rain to the inn. You can use a rogue, a hunter, or even just a night elf with shadow meld of some sort. Once Rain got to the inn, he feigned death, and he got to the safe spot and used mass res. The reason why I died next to the tree is because I'm within mass res range. Here you see we're at the bottom of the steps here. One thing to note is you do have to pull this trash pack here. It will aggro when you pull the boss. So we CC both of the flame casters and kill the defender guy first. And after the defender guy dies, we kill the protector there. It's really important that you need either a mage or just somebody that can spell steal or dispel magic off the ads, because they gain a buff. A mage, if they spell steal that debuff, gain an incredible cast speed buff, which could help greatly kill these ads quickly. Normally when you fight this boss, you're supposed to let the hatchers spawn ads a few at a time. We actually found it was just so much faster just to kill both the hatchers when they spawn and burn the boss. So that at 35%, here we are killing both hatchers. Rain almost missed his. I had to help him out there. And we just burned the boss. I popped Heroism, and we burned the boss down to 35%. At 35%, we all kind of grouped up near the middle, and right around that time, just the timing worked out well enough that he started doing his bombs thing. I found an open spot near the middle and dropped both my Fire Elemental and my Earth Elemental. That was to help reduce some of the damage on Xe. And then I dropped my Earthquake, which helped reduce some of the damage on my Xe, because it kept stunning them over and over again, while Rain just nuked the living snot out of the ads. His AoE damage is pretty retarded. But there's other classes that are pretty good at AoE damage. From here, we mounted up, made sure to dodge the pat that was coming through the middle, and came up around the edge and pulled these lynxes. Here, it's very beneficial to either have a shaman, a DK, or if you don't have either of those, have water walking potions or elixirs. One thing to note, you cannot use water walking elixirs if you have a flask on. So we skipped the pat there with the crocodile and ran around. Here, one thing you can do is pull both lynx groups. We decided not to because we were so good on time here, and they deal quite a bit of damage to tank. But here's this is a good spot here. If you're falling behind on time, you can pull 2 groups at once, have extra heals on your tank, and do more AoE damage than having to pull each group individually. Yeah, see, I think we got still got like 7 minutes left on the clock at this point, and we busy AoEing our third group. We found that it takes our group with my mediocre DPS approximately 1.5 minutes to kill the last boss. So if you've got 3 minutes left on the clock, you should be fine. This pull is quite tricky. What we ended up, because you're LOS of the ads, what we ended up doing was throw a trap on the chair stairs, and then having our somebody run up, aggro them all, and then run back, and then I would hex one as it ran down so that we'd only have 2 ads up. This is one of the hardest pulls in the instance, really. All the ads hit really hard, and some of them might, like one mind controls and the other like randomly nets people. The net is freedomable. What we would use is Master's Call. Rain would Master's Call whoever got the net on them to remove it. And then finally on to the last boss here. Rain would, or we would all group up and or just burn down. I mean, you can pretty much do it the achievement way. It's faster. There's no point even bothering to target the lightning totems or whatever. If the healer's standing in the water stream totem that to my left here now, I mean, the healer's got infinite mana, and the lightning totems just don't hit that hard. Just whenever they spawn, have your tank, move away from them. It's not a big deal. But that's pretty much it to the bear run. Hopefully this can serve as a easier way to do it than whatever you guys may have been trying in the past, or if you've never even tried it, hopefully make it clear as to what it takes to do a bear run. Notice my damage is not all that impressive. I think I was pulling maybe 11k on most trash pulls. With my fire elemental totem, I would pull maybe 16 or 17k, but the DPS requirements isn't that difficult. I hope this helps.